Alright, hi. This is my natural makeup tutorial. This is like my everyday makeup look. I haven't done one of these in quite a while, I think. I'm trying to be better about like just posting and just being myself and just chatting with you guys and like sharing the things that I love just because I love them again. This is kind of the most in-depth version of it. I will change things up, like skip foundation, skip concealer. If I just want to like look good, this is my go-to that I know I can do pretty fast. All of the products I've used will be linked in the description below, as well as my social media like Instagram, TikTok, all of that good stuff. Bear with me if there's some like weird like lighting moments. I'm still trying to figure out like my filming setup in LA. That being said, let's get into the video. So I'm gonna throw in some lip balm here before we start because my lips are so chapped. I used to use this stuff so much when I was growing up and I haven't been able to find it in so long. I actually literally forgot the name of it the other day when I was thinking, God, I really need that lip balm because like a lot of lip balms irritate my lips. Literally 2 or 3 days later, the universe delivered and some girl was talking about it in a TikTok video of like, this is the best lip balm ever. You need to buy it. And I was like, oh, it's my lip balm. And so I bought 8 of them. The Lipsil Intense Protection Lip Balm. Before I put anything on my face, ignore my really bad part and I'm going to fix the hair later. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Hold Brow Gel and I'm actually going to put this on before I put anything else on my face. I just run it through and then comb my brows where I want them. This product I found actually really eats up like any other product, so I always end up putting it on first. This will just hold onto your sunscreen, hold onto your foundation, and then like every time you put it on your brows, it gets a little bit more cakey, a little bit more like white cast, but it's the best brow gel. It truly is. After that, I'm gonna slap on some sunscreen. This is the Biossance Squalene and Zinc. I had a skin cancer scare 2 years ago. Maybe it was a year ago, but it was 2 summers ago. I did a deep dive on sunscreens and this was my absolute favorite that I found. So I've been using it religiously since then. I know it looks very white when I first put it on, but it kind of like goes sheer. I literally will slap on like a thick layer like this, then kind of just let it sit and soak into my skin and then it goes clear. Normally I'll just use 1 layer of blush and contour, but lately I've been doing a cream and a powder together just because I feel like it adds a really beautiful like dimension to the skin. And I'm using the Kaja Cheek Stamp. I actually will store this upside down because I find that the product comes out easier if it's kind of sitting at the top of the sponge. I think the shade of it is super beautiful for my skin tone. This is number 2, Saucy. Then I'm going to take the Hollywood Contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury and I'm just going to do a little bit of warming of my face, not really contours. Start blending this in. So a lot of times I'm doing this really fast and I tend to be messy about it. So these are all kind of techniques that you can be a little bit messy and then you clean it up and it's fine. Look how pretty that is. Okay, this product I'm so excited to share with you guys. This is the Westman Atelier, what's it called? Vital Skincare Complexion Drops. This is everything that I thought this Kosas tinted face oil. I literally brought it out just so that I could show you guys. I thought this was going to be like my holy grail as a like dry skin girl. No matter what I did, what I put under it, what I didn't put under it, used it on its own, used it with other stuff, it just never worked for me. It made my skin look awful. You could see every little bit of texture that I didn't even know was there on this, like on my face. Read a lot of reviews for it that it was actually better for people who had oily skin. So I'm just gonna put this on the parts of my face that don't have foundation on them yet. Not really under my eyes, but just kind of, you know, the empty spaces. I really have to blend this into my neck because that color is tan for me. Just start buffing this into my skin and I'm focusing on those like open spots and then I'm going to take the extra bit and just kind of pat it over the blush and the contour and everything. So it looks like I'm like blushing from within or I have like the contour from within. A little bit of this goes such a long way. It's just like the tiniest little drop that you need because you saw how small that bottle was, but it's so pigmented. I feel like it has to have some cool skincare properties in it that I didn't even read because I was so excited to try it out. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Eye Powder Pencil in Classic Brown. And I'm just going to draw kind of like a messy wing here. Do this thing like that where I blend it out with my finger and it creates this really pretty natural wing, and I'm just going to kind of keep doing this and keep playing with this, giving it a little bit of a smudge just like near the lash line, just to kind of softly blend it into my eye. Once we have something like this, we're gonna move on. Pretty easy, it doesn't have to be perfect. Give the lashes a quick curl here. This is the Tom Ford mascara. I've actually only used this a couple of times and I don't remember if I loved it. So let's see. So my first instinct actually when I put this on was like, ooh, I don't like it. I think I just need to comb this side out. Don't you hate when you're doing your mascara and you're like, ooh, one side looks really good and the other side looks like weird and clumpy and you're like, how? I'm gonna use my brow pencil. Actually, yes, I'm still just gonna use it. I'm gonna brush this out. But it's cute, it's nice. I'm gonna pull this off my bottom lashes because I don't want mascara on my bottom lashes today. I'm going to fill in my brows. This is the Shiseido Brow Trio, I believe. This stuff is beautiful. I'm using the color Noir and just very lightly filling in where I have like any little gaps. And then the best part about this is it has a powder built in. So I'm just going to put a line of that here. Hopefully this doesn't have too much mascara on it. Brush that into my brows to blend it in. Got a few little bits of mascara there. This is like a bit of an under eye hack that I've discovered recently, like really makes under my eyes look so good. This is the Kryolan Color Corrector wheel, and I got this from Namies in LA. I'm taking just a touch of the orange and then blending it in with the peach. And I'm just going to apply this wherever it is blue on my eyes. And going pretty light about this, because I want the color corrector to almost be indetectable. Rather than going up like this, I always try to kind of tilt my head down like this while I'm doing this so I can really see where I have any shading on my face. Randomly did this in Italy when I was getting ready for the wedding that we were there for, and it worked so well, so I've been continuing to do it. This is the Urban Decay All-Nighter. I'm actually going to use a fluffier brush for this. Setting spray, and I'm just going to kind of spritz this. Pat this on top of that, and then I'm going to let that dry completely, like completely dry. I'm going to take a little bit of that green color too, this little spot that I have here. This feels dry enough, so I'm going to use the Say Hydra Beam Concealer. I'm actually going to take the same fluffy brush, lightly layer this on top, and then with this, I'm going to clean up this wing on the bottom a little bit more too. Really light layers here too, because that color corrector really covered up most of the darkness, like the blueness that I have. And I'm going to one more time do the same thing with the setting spray. I will dab a little bit off if I think the brush is going to be too wet. And then I just kind of pat this in, and I use this big fluffy brush because sometimes that concealer here will immediately start to crease, and that fluffy brush will really just kind of help blend out that little crease that I tend to get there a lot. I also really almost never use setting spray, so I kind of surprised myself with this. I literally got that as a free sample, I think. Again, going to let that completely dry. I'm just using the Hourglass Veil setting powder and brushing a bit of that on under my eyes, little on the forehead right here, just to take down some of that shine. I like the dewiness from that foundation, but just in those like key spots. The Tom Ford Glow Bronzer, a very light layer of this, and I'm going to blend it out in a minute. I just want to get some warmth back in my face on top of that foundation now. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder. I'm just going to put a dot of that, like the tiniest dot, like that, just to create a little bit more dimension. I'm gonna use this around the lips like that as well. And just kind of rub that in. Whatever I have left on my finger, I'll just stick it under the chin there. A little bit of this Tom Ford bronzer just in the creases of my eyes, just for a little dimension there. The new blush from Gucci, this is my favorite color. It's so beautiful. It just like stood out amongst all the rest of them to me. It's rosy beige. The mirror is a bit small. I actually don't love the packaging on this product, but the blush is really beautiful. Look at that color. It's really nice. A little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. This is my favorite Gucci product. I just want to eat it for some reason. Like, this is beautiful glass. I just used the tiniest bit like that. And then I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. This glass, I haven't tried it on my eyes yet, but I really want to do like a glassy eye look. This glass isn't really sticky. I don't feel like my hair sticks to it. I don't feel like I have this layer of stickiness on my cheeks. This is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lip liner, and I'm just kind of doing a messy line here, filling in the edges. I desperately need to sharpen this, but I don't know where my sharpener is. My family likes to say, oh, the ghost took it, and then it'll come back whenever you don't need it. They're just messing with you. Too Faced lip injections, lip gloss in whatever the like clear with glitters color is. I'm just gonna put a light layer of this. I'm not gonna go crazy. I don't want super glossy. I just want a touch of that plumping. So that lip liner is actually one of my everyday lip liners that I absolutely love. I just kind of will switch out whatever gloss or lip plumper or just lip balm that I feel like wearing on that given day. Let me let my hair down and fix the part. Okay, my hair's down, and this is our finished look. I recently got a hair crimper, so I had crimped my hair last night and just retouched the few pieces in front and on top, and I love it. I think it's so cute. Thank you guys again so much for watching. You know the drill. Please like this video and leave me a comment if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.